You know how when you speak into a jar and close it, the longer you leave it closed, the more verbose it gets when it's opened?
Of course.
I had a jar sitting in my pantry for God knows how long. I presumed it was an empty jar because you usually mark these things if there's something inside.
What did you need an empty jar for?
Just a medical procedure. But it turns out this jar was for my grandmother. The moment I unsealed it, I started hearing a voice. And I think to myself, I know my Nana. Once she opened her mouth, you were in for a long ride. And I had a busy day, plenty of stuff to do like any other working man, you understand. Completely. But here I am. Words just kept pouring out. No stopping it now. And it goes on and on and on. Since it had no date on it, you don't know how old it is and how many flowery epithets, metaphors, hyperboles, etc. it accumulated over the years.
What did it say?
Well, here's the interesting part. It went on into an elaborate family history. Turns out, my grandmother was actually my mother was my sister, my brother was my son, my father was my nephew, and my grandfather was actually some random dude. He just turned up one day and they couldn't get rid of him.
You know, I hear about these cases more and more. How do you feel about it?
Very relieved, actually. I don't have to feel guilty anymore about never telling my Nan about our 5-year sexual affair. The guy wasn't even my grandfather.